Good morning, option traders. This is Sam Trader Geek with your weekly option review for Monday, February 17th, 2025. Hope you're enjoying a nice long weekend. And this is video number 2 of 2. And let's get into it. Trades, we've got 27 of them, so it's getting up there, but a few of them are going to fall off the board this week with options expiration. So we start with AAOI, which isn't looking great, to be honest, since we put it on. But it is a March play, holding up okay. I'll be concerned if it takes out this level here below Wednesday's low. And then I have to rethink it. I think they have earnings coming up this week. Well, next week, actually, the 26th. So it ought to get in gear soon, or I'm going to just jettison this one. It's just we had a nice pop up here, and it's kind of been downhill. Thursday was looking better, but MACD is kind of undecided. But AAOI, we're down on this a bit. Was looking for a bit of an earnings run, and we got a fake out. But so far, we're holding on. It's away from our stop, but I may stop it out before that, especially since earnings are coming up. Archer Daniel Midland had a nice bottom on the day we put this on, or at least the day after, and it attempted to make a nice run up, but was thwarted. Friday it was constructive, so we're up a whopping 8.33%. This is kind of a bottom fishing type of trade, but it was coming into some moving averages and definitely oversold. Hopefully we can get the MACD to flip over and start giving us some profit targets to sink our teeth into. Our first one, I've set kind of $1.50, but we may take a double on it on the first version. But these kind of plays, we could see it up towards the 50-day if agricultural stocks keep showing the strength they have. APA, in the energy side, we sold a put on this in April. Basically break even so far. So Thursday, it wasn't looking so hot as it was coming back in. And if you didn't get filled on the first day, you got filled on the next day. Here we are. And it's looking like it's trying to get above a parabolic SAR 21. Well, no, that's a chandelier stop that is trying to take out. So we're above the parabolic stop and reverse, but we are below the chandelier stop. And if it takes out this chandelier stop up here at around 2350 on a closing basis, that would be good for more travel, at least towards the red line here, which is the 200-day. And if energy still continues to show strength, this put should be okay. So not a big trade there. Asana was looking good, but Friday gave back a little bit, about 0.16%. We got our first profit target on here. It looked like we were going for the second one on Friday, but it was not to be. But this is a March call, and we have taken one profit target. Still looks okay to me. I don't see any reason that this can't continue. MACD is positive, and RSI is middling, not overheated and not oversold for sure. Our star of the show, Baba, hit 126.80, and so we are down to runners or runner on this one. And I set the next price at 29.50 for now. Ignore this 10.27, this after hours pricing on the, or is that $30 the price? So let me get rid of this little buzzer. So no, I guess it's $30.34. I'm keeping this going for a bit. If you took profits on Friday, good for you. It was a good day to do so, at least when I was up at 2126.80. But we are at the end of this trade. We need to find another one. And if you are in the 95 calls and you probably want to roll up to something, say 120 out in April or something like that. And I'll look to do that this week if we get some type of pullback in the stock. BE starting to recover from the DeepSeek or deep sink is what happened to here. We took out a looks like a chandelier stop, so on a daily, and hopefully we can take out this PSAR at 25.64 and get us going right back up. So this is recovering. It is a May call. We've got two price targets on there, so looking good. Can't complain about this one. Looks like it's ready to get back in gear. CVX, we have a put sale on this one, or I should say a put spread sale, going sideways, which is what you want to see in a bull put spread. And so we want to see this get going and take out these other highs. But so far we're up, 83%. Can't complain, but we may want to roll this out if we get down to single digits on this. But CVX so far a good trade for us. CZR, this is a March put, also doing very well for us. Look at that. The only thing better would have been to use that money to buy some calls, but no complaints here. We are at about 14 cents for this. Our target is 5 cents. May want to do this again and roll this out to collect more premium, but if you have multiple units, you should be out of at least half of these. But Caesar, nice work. Transports and airlines specifically had a weird day on Thursday. Someone seemed to be dumping shares. MACD has turned negative on here, but still, this expires on Friday, and we are a couple of bucks above the short strike. And I like Delta, and I think we can get out of this for a nice profit by the end of the week. And if not, maybe we roll it out to March and down to another strike. And when you see stuff like this intraday, remember my stops are daily stops, closing stops, and you're going to get this type of action in a volatile market. And don't be fooled. And if you stare at it, it'll really get you emotional about it. Just walk away from it, and knowing that if you do close below here, then the next day, set your stop below the low of this day, and then if it violates it, then you're out. But I've seen this a million times in my trading career, and it never ceases to amaze me that the algos pile on, and if you're a newer trader, it just gets you concerned, and then you're closing it out, as I saw some people did in the room. And that's okay. That's how you learn, and that's sometimes what happens. FXI, big gap up on Friday. Didn't quite hold at the top of the range, but we'll take it. We have a 30 put in March, which is now down to 10 cents. And I think it's time to roll this out to April. I think the China trade will continue. And so we'll keep going. Like I said, my only regret last time I said was not buying a call in here. GDX, big reversal bar here on Friday, although we're barely taking back the last 2 days. So we still have $2.09 in our structure. This is a June structure. We're not going to reverse this big trend with just in one day. At least I don't think. Chandelier is bullish, but it did trip the PSAR. So a pullback would be good for this, and hopefully you've taken some profit targets as we have in this one. GDX, I think gold will continue to be strong, but it is overbought, and so are the miners. So a pullback is totally expected, and don't get scared out of this. GLD, we sold a put spread here, and I guess I wish I had waited till after Friday, but still okay. This one expires the end of this week. It's a 263, 253, and we did come in $4 on GLD on Friday. So we'll have to see how this does, and hopefully it doesn't hit our short strike at 263 with a deeper pullback. But if it does, I'm not adverse to rolling this out to March, giving us more time and more room to be right. I knew I was taking a risk on a very minor pullback when I put this on, but that's okay. We still have a bullish chandelier. We would take it out at 262.75. That's what I had in mind when I set the short strike. So Not worried about this at all, and you shouldn't be. We'll just roll it out in time and to a lower strike if GLD is going to make a deeper pullback. Real mess with grab short for this one. Going sideways, trying to get something going. We need it to get above this $5 level and take out this previous high at 519 before we can see some action. It is an April call, so we have plenty of time on it. We're still down 42, 43% on it. I get it. But we'll give it some time to work out. One stock that has busted its move for us and finally giving us our first profit target is Intel. Looked like it was going to try to take out the 200-day, this red line here on Friday, but couldn't quite do it. It's going to take more than a couple of tries to have that happen. But we have until March. This is a March spread here, despite what you see in the text here, because this is a lot of text. We did some rolls. 315 for our next target. And Intel looking a lot better than it was down here around 19. J&J, another one that has come back for us. And we're at $7.02 for the structure. Our next target is 8.75. And Friday was just kind of a inside day, pullback after a very strong uptrend from 140 to 158. It deserves a bit of a break, but nothing wrong with this. It's an April play. We'll keep it on. Lyft, we took a short put on this out to June, basically collecting some premium, and you can see that after this particular incursion down on earnings, it's back up again. So we will leave this. We're up 8.5%, big whoop. But this is kind of the definition of a slow trade as we've had in the past. MRK, Merck, is our knife catching play of the week. Oddly, we're up about 7% on it. You look at this chart after earnings and you say, what the heck is Sam thinking? MACD solidly negative, but we are oversold on a lot of time frames. So we are at a 21 RSI, and anything under 30 really gets my attention. And sometimes I look at a 2-day RSI, and this was at like a 2 for a 2-day RSI. So it was time to start a position. And given that we came into some long-term support in a prior breakout area, I thought it was time to do something here. And we spent about $1.34 on this spread. Could it go lower? Sure. But it is stretched, and we should be able to take a couple profit targets on this one. And once we start seeing strength and taking out, stop one time framing to the downside and start taking up highs of prior candles, you can think about adding to this one. Microsoft, as we saw in the earlier video, just a big mess, big choppy mess here. And we've had like 4 green candles, but really going nowhere. And that's okay for a put spread that is at least $13 out of the money. Expires this week. So we will take it. We're up to 73%. Not much to say here. Microsoft consolidating big gains, but one of the weaker of the Mag 7 so far this year. Netflix, our nice treat. We closed out a long call that we had as a lotto basis for last week, but we still have on our fully in the money call spread. What a waste, I should say, because we're at 980 to 1,000 and we're already at 1,058. So basically trying to keep the cost down for you guys. We paid $9 for it. Kind of limited our profits a bit, but we'll still take it. I know some of you take my trades and change them up, and that's exactly what you should be doing, is making them your own. So the maximum width is 1,000 or $20. We took $16 on it on Friday, but with so many days, say about 34 days until March 21st, this is not going to expand to its full $20 value until a lot closer to expiration. So we may need to move this to get more profits on it by going to an at the money spread. And I wouldn't blame you if you've already done that. Nvidia, look at this. I mean, quietly making a nice run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days up in a row. Could that be? So our covered calls still modestly up, but we are getting closer to the original price that we bought the shares for, which was about 147 bucks. But this play is profitable. We've rolled it from November to December to January to February and now March. So we're continuing this little play, and I know you guys have some variations on this. And so, yeah, if we get close next to close to 140, this will be working out as a perfect trade, a little bit more long term than expected, but hey, we'll take it. Sentinel, we took, or no, we didn't take a trade on as, not sure why that's in my list. Our next one is Schwab. And that one was a put sale that expires Friday. We are down about 2% on it. We've had a few down days on this. Still a bullish chandelier stop, but it looks like we're taking a little bit of heat and the MACD is flipping downward. We are at close to the short strike, so quickly coming down about $4 from the original high over here. We'll give it a little bit time, and if this starts to get into the money, we'll roll it out to March into a lower strike and continue this and sort of make our money back. But we don't know what's going to happen this week, and financials have been strong for the most part. SLV doing what the precious metals and the industrial metals did on Friday. Key reversal bar. Although that's not much of an uptrend, all I see here is a lot of chop back and forth. But it was in a short-term uptrend, so you could call it that. We've been rolling this put for several weeks. It's now worth about 11 cents. It is a 26 put, 26 strike put in April. So right now we're still profitable on this, and we'll have to see what we're going to do with this particular play. But I think this will work out pretty well as the precious metals still show strength. SMR, something that we put on this past week. So far, not a great start for it. You could see that it was showing some pretty good strength on Wednesday. It looked like it was ready to go back up, but we had 2 down days and 6.6% down on Friday. So not looking good. We're down 38%. Took a straight call and made lots of time on this. I think that if you zoom out to the weekly, it looks a lot better. We're just kind of running into resistance at this parabolic stop and reverse on the weekly. So we'll just give this more time and room for this to happen. TLT, nice day on Friday, heading back to the parabolic stop and reverse here, about 89.79. I'd like to see it back above 90. We have 2 plays still on the board. We have the April 86 puts. We're up we're basically flat on these. And then we also have the call spread, the 85.90. We're going back to fully in the money. Next target is 450. That's about 90% of the maximum value being $5 between 85 and 90. So plenty of time for this to work out. And TLT, I think we may have seen the lows at least on an intermediate term. We are above the 50-day. Love to see that stay in the 50-day. And MACD is still positive, and we are not overbought by any means. Tesla, on the other hand, finally finding a bottom here around the 100-day and looking like it wants to start heading back up. MACD looking like it wants to flip up, but we have until March on this, a long time. We're back down to about $10 on the spread. So we are still profitable on it, and we've taken several profit targets. So nothing wrong with Tesla in the short term. It's been in a downtrend, but looks like it might want to recover for us. Last one, URA, was starting to look positive on Wednesday and Thursday, but gave it all back on Friday. So I'm not sure what that was about. We're in an April call, and it's down 58% for us. Still haven't taken the first profit target, but this is why I do a lot of put plays, because of this kind of stuff, this chop. I mean, you can go all the way back here. If we zoom out to a weekly chart, we were in the same area back in September of 2023. So up, down, we really haven't made much progress, but that's how it works with utilities. I mean, commodities, they tend to do this. So anyway, those are all of our open plays and Option Market Mentor. Hope you're participating and enjoying the profits and what we're doing here. If you find this video useful, or if you can think of ways to have me make it more useful, put your suggestions in the forum. Sure, we'll have more stuff to trade this week. Thanks for listening. Hope you have a great rest of your day and great trading week. This is Sam, the Trader Geek, saying enjoy the rest of your holiday. Bye-bye.